Hello, everyone. So today we would be reading Antigone Scene 4, but I'm going to take a short break. We'll get back to that on Monday. Today's Friday, April 24th. The reason is because I want to read Invictus by William Ernest Henley to you guys and have you do a poetry analysis for today, Monday, and this will be due Tuesday. Reason why? Because it relates a lot to Antigone, and I want to give it to you ahead of time as we wrap up Antigone on Monday/Tuesday of next week. So we're going to read it today. You guys, this is kind of what you did with Mending Wall from a few weeks ago, and then before that, a few poems at the beginning of the year. We're going to read it 3 times, or I'm going to have you read it 3 times. I'll read it the first time with you guys, and then I want you guys to go back and read it again on Monday and on Tuesday, and then turn it in. But one thing I saw from one student, specifically a few actually, was they had 3 different highlighting colors slash things that they were looking for the 3 different times, and that really boosted their grade because that was really what I wanted to see. So for the first reading, as you can tell, I just want you to find these things: words, identify words and phrases and literary devices. So let's read it, and then we'll do that for first reading. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I think whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance my head is bloody but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how strait the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. Okay. So for starters, out of the night that covers me, imagery, right? Black as the pit. Remember, if you have like or as, what is it? It's a simile. In this case, gods could be a symbol or it could be a religious reference, so it might be an allusion to Greek gods. There's also the rhyme and the repetition of pole. Well, me be pole soul in the fell clutch of circumstance. Okay, so look at stanza 2. Under the bludgeonings is again imagery of chance. My head is bloody but unbowed. Okay, so you have there's almost alliteration there. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed. There's a lot of B's there. You can kind of say there's almost a clutch of circumstance and cried, but that's a little bit of a stretch to say that that's alliteration. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade. This is an allusion. Wrath and tears could be hell. The horror of the shade. The shade is death, you can say. So it's a symbol for death. And yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. Okay, unafraid. There's nothing there as far as literary devices goes. Then there's the repetition, though. Tears, shade, years, unafraid, gate, scroll, fate, soul. Again, it matters not how straight the gate. The gate is a symbol. What's it a symbol of? Probably entering into eternity or judgment. How charged with punishments the scroll. The scroll is a symbol of, like a ledger that says you are guilty of. Okay, and then at the end there's a lot of tone, which we'll talk about later. Okay, all right, that's it for today, guys. On Monday we'll cover. We'll go back to Antigone, but start to see how this links to Antigone, how this poem does. Okay, all right. Have a great weekend.